Deontay Wilder versus Stiverne. Now, Deontay Wilder's been talking a whole lot of shit in the media leading up to this fight, right? And Stiverne has been more conservative, a little more reserved. You haven't really heard much from him, but he's serious. And Deontay Wilder is going to get a chance to prove himself against the elite in his division, the best in his division, the champ, Stiverne, right? Now, before I break this shit down and get into a prediction and everything, I want to talk about, do a little tell of the tape, last three fights for each fighter. So, starting with Deontay Wilder, he's 32-0, 32 knockouts, right? He's 6'6.5", 83-inch reach. He's a motherfucking beast, right? Last three fights he fought Jason Gavin, Malik Scott, Nikolai Furtha, respectively TKO 4, KO 1, KO 4, right? Pretty much tomato cans. The only person that really wasn't a tomato can was Malik Scott, but he laid down. You know what I'm saying? Combined record between these three fighters is 82 wins, 27 losses, 6 draws. So that right there is a testament that he's been fighting nothing but tomato cans, right? But we all know this because this is supposed to be his measuring stick. This fight is supposed to tell us whether or not he belongs with the elite in his division, or will he just be another football player turned pro that gets wiped off the map, kind of like Seth Mitchell, right? Man, he's only fought one world titleist or former world titleist, and that was Sergey Likovich. But at the point of the fight, Likovich already had 5 losses. He was 37 years old, and he was coming off of 2 straight TKO losses, one to Bryant Jennings and the other one to Robert Helenius. So, I mean, that's not really enough, for us to say that Deontay Wilder is ready. We're just going to have to find out after this fight. One thing I want to say, though, about Wilder is this. We seen his chin in the Olympics, right? I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. Let me break down Stiverne. Let me do a tell of the tape for him. 24, 1 loss, 1 draw, 21 knockouts. He's 6'2", 80-inch reach, right? Now, Stiverne's only loss was back in 2007 against a bum by the name of Demetrius King. And at the time, his record was 11 wins and 15 losses. So, that right there is a testament to Bermain's mindset in the ring. Is he really good enough to stay focused, or will he fold in the ring against Deontay Wilder, much like he did against Demetrius King, right? His last 3 fights, I'm going to do his last 4 because his last 2 were against the same guy in Chris Arreola. Then before that, he fought Willie Herring, and before that, he fought Ray Austin, right? Respectively, he knocks out Arreola in the last fight in the 6th round, beat him by a unanimous decision in 12, beat Willie Herring, unanimous decision by 8, and then he knocks out Ray Austin in the 10th round, right? Combined record is 110 wins, 20 losses, 7 draws. So he really hasn't fought any great opposition as well in his last few fights, especially, the type of record a champion is supposed to have, right? But he's fought way better competition than Deontay Wilder. Chris Arreola is better than everybody that Deontay Wilder has fought. Ray Austin, even though he's old, he still has a name, and he's better than anybody that fucking Deontay Wilder has fought. Shit, you can even compare Sergey Likovich to Ray Austin, and I think Ray Austin's better than Sergey Likovich. So, I mean, his record is better than Deontay Wilder's. We know this, right? Now, back to what I was saying about Wilder as I start my breakdown in this fight. We seen his chin in the Olympics, right? Against Clemente Russo. The fight he lost that inevitably gave him the bronze medal instead of the gold, which is, of course, what he was looking for, right? If you guys look at that fight, it's on YouTube. If you look at that shit, this dude, Russo, man, he was just running at him. Throwing right hands, left, just right hand after right hand. No type of game plan, no type of skill involved, no type of strategy. He just ran at Deontay Wilder and fucking chopped him down. You know what I'm saying? This dude was short. He like a short, fat dude. You know what I'm saying? And he chopped him down. Now, as a pro, we have yet to see Deontay Wilder get hit, let alone be hit by a big puncher, right? But see, this game plan is fucking easy. Now, if you guys watched my earlier video, the prediction video I had for John Jones versus Daniel Cormier, a different sport, I know, but it's still fighting, right? The prediction is exactly the same for Deontay Wilder. The game plan anyway, what he needs to do to win, from my point of view, is exactly the same. And that's gonna be use your fucking distance. You're 6'6.5", right? You have an 83-inch reach, which is a 3-inch reach advantage over a guy that is 4.5 inches shorter than you. All he has to do is use his range, stay on the outside. His best punch is the straight right hand. I mean, he literally walks around the ring chasing motherfuckers with the straight right hand cocked, right? Or with his right hand cocked anyway, ready to unleash it. I mean, I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying walk around with your shit cocked because you're fighting an elite fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can't telegraph your punch before you throw it against a guy like Bermane Stiverne, especially Bermane Stiverne. He's a defensive fighter, right? So if you cocking that shit, you're probably not going to hit him flush. But he can stay on the outside, just use his jab and toss in that straight right hand every now and again. That's all he really has to do. And the reason being is because Bermane Stiverne has no footwork, right? He's 4.5 inches shorter. He has a 3-inch reach disadvantage. So he's going to have to get on the inside, much like Daniel Cormier had to get on the inside against John Jones, right? He can't fight Deontay Wilder from the outside. He can't do that. He's going to have to get on the inside. As far as I'm concerned, if Deontay Wilder is smart, then Bermane Stiverne's 80-inch reach, which normally against most opponents is an advantage, it ain't going to be shit in this fight. He won't need it. He won't use it because he needs to be on the inside, right? Now, you fighting a guy who's slow with his feet to the point where he's just stagnant up against the ropes, and he's using a shoulder roll, leaning up against the ropes, picking off punches while he's trying to counter you. If you have the reach advantage and the height advantage against a guy like that, just stay on the outside and throw straight punches the whole fight. This is exactly why I believe if Bermane Stiverne beats Deontay Wilder and then he fights Vladimir Klitschko, I believe he loses the Klitschko fight because that's exactly what Klitschko would do against him. Stay on the outside, utilize his jab. Of course, recently we saw him utilize that leading left hook against Kubrat Pulev, but he won't need to do that against Bermane Stiverne. He would just use his jab the whole fucking fight. Jab, straight right hand, repeat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Deontay Wilder needs to do. It's an easy fucking game plan. Now, will he do it? We don't know. Because we've never seen Deontay Wilder have to use his head in the ring. That's still something that remains to be seen, right? I will say this, though. I'm a little afraid of how fired up Deontay Wilder is. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have confidence in himself, but when you fired up like that, your emotion takes place of your brain, and you start making dumbass mistakes in the ring. I mean, he is completely fired up. Y'all didn't watch the fight presser, the press conference, and the weigh-in. Go check that shit out. It's on YouTube as well. This dude is going, he's tripping, man. It's entertaining. I love this shit. But I'm more inclined to like the attitude of Bermane Stiverne. He's calm, he's collected. When Deontay Wilder was talking shit to him when he was at the podium, Bermane Stiverne was looking straight ahead. Then when he got up there and talked his shit, but he was calm and reserved. He wasn't all fired up, jumping up and down, doing all that bullshit. I mean, that reminds me of them cats, you know what I'm saying? Another street reference, man. You getting ready to fight a cat, you know what I'm saying? And he's sitting there jumping up and down, doing all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to rile himself up, trying to rile up the crowd so they can get on his side, keep him motivated, and you just go in there and just bust his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's my mindset before I'm about to get into a fight with someone jumping around and shit. I'm just gonna smash him. And that's probably Bermane Stiverne's mindset right now. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna go in there and attack. So I'm a little skeptical of how ready Deontay Wilder is, but his game plan is so easy, it's hard not to pick him to win, right? I mean, look at the body types too. Look at this picture on the right. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm inclined to love, or I love guys who are in shape because I'm a dude that's in shape myself. So I can't stand when I watch the NBA or when I watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? Sports that you're supposed to be in shape for. We got fat ass, flabbery motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, playing the sport. That shit pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, Bermain Stiverne looked like, you know what I'm saying, that fat ass dude on Grand Theft Auto 3 San Andreas. You know what I'm saying? What was his name? Big Smoke for all you game players out there. If we put a fedora on Bermain Stiverne, right? I could see this motherfucker going to McDonald's and shit. Yeah, can I get a number one, two number twos, three number sixes? You know what I'm saying? Like he a big Kentucky Fried Chicken and biscuit eating motherfucker. That's what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? But he's dangerous though, and he's smart. He's smart because he's a defensive fighter with power. Ask Chris Arreola from charging in too much, motherfucker getting countered too many times, and that power overwhelmed him. Almost knocked his fat ass out the ring, right? So, my prediction in this fight, I'm going to go against the conventional thinking. A lot of people got Deontay Wilder winning this fight because his game plan is so fucking easy, right? But I'm going to go with Bermain Stiverne. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't care about, you know, not being right with the type of fighter I pick. Like I told you before on other prediction videos, I care about the keys to victory that I have for each fighter. And if that shit holds true in the ring, right? If I tell you that Deontay Wilder needs to use his range, and he uses his range in the whole fight, right? And he wins, then I'm good. Even though I picked Bermain Stiverne, I told you exactly what he needed to do to win, and he did that to win, right? So I'm just gonna pick Bermain Stiverne. He's a champion. I think he's smarter than Deontay Wilder. And it's just because we just don't know how smart Deontay Wilder is. So I got to go with the guy who's been tested already. You know what I'm saying? Who's faced adversity. Who was hungry to get that belt. Now he has it. Now he don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Also, I really love his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? I love how calm he is. You know what I'm saying? I just love his demeanor. I like the way he looks coming into this fight. His mindset, the way it looks coming into this fight. So, uh, also in the press conference, you know, he had picked the fourth round to be the last round for Deontay Wilder, basically saying he's not gonna go past four, right? Teddy Atlas believes Deontay Wilder knocks out Bermain Stiverne in the first or second round. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and given the game plan, he should, right? Bermain Stiverne's been KO'd before. Deontay Wilder, all he has to do is stay on the outside, use his reach. His straight right hand is his best punch. That's his knockout punch, and he can throw that from a distance. So, I mean, if you on paper, yeah, it looks like Deontay Wilder is going to win this shit easily. But I question his chin. Looking at the Olympics, he hasn't fought anyone really no better than that guy that he lost to in the Olympics. So it's not like he learned anything from that point to this, right? He's actually fighting another guy who can get on the inside if he wants to, even though his footwork is so fucking slow. He can still get on the inside. And by the way, Deontay Wilder's footwork ain't that fast either. So he may not be able to get away from a punch, right? And another thing, if he does hit Stiverne, and Stiverne's able to take his power, something that no other opponent that Wilder's faced has been able to do, well then we've already seen something there, right? A very big advantage for Stiverne. If he gets hit flush by Wilder and takes his punch, I think this fight is over. That's all Wilder has in his arsenal is that straight right hand, that power punch. That's all he has. If Stiverne takes it and he's able to get on the inside, this fight is over. I'm willing to believe right now by who I'm picking is that Wilder's not going to be able to adjust once Stiverne gets on the inside. Something that nobody's been able to do against him. So I'm picking Bermain Stiverne to win this fight. I think he'll win by knockout by round 6. What do you guys think? Actually, let's say this. If I were to bet on this fight, and I am going to bet on it, I would actually pick Deontay Wilder to win by KO, right? And I would also look for the money to get Bermane Stiverne for KO as well. I would actually split this bet, and I would make a hell of a lot more money picking Bermane Stiverne for KO, right? But I don't think this fight is going the distance. If it does go the distance, I think Bermane Stiverne has a chance to win it if it goes the distance. If it doesn't, of course, Deontay Wilder with that big right hand, he has a chance to win. But I'm banking on Bermane Stiverne. What do you guys think? Uh, Drop me a comment. Do you think Bermane Stiverne has a chance to win this fight? Do you think Deontay Wilder has a chance to win? Um, who do you want to see these guys fight if either of them win after this fight takes place? Let me know what you guys think. Drop me a comment. Do what you do, but be real. This is real talk for real fans. One.